question on the exam. It's going to be like 3 questions or something, or 4 questions. I will focus on the major blood veins, or the major veins. What are the veins which going into them? Like for instance, what are the veins which draining inside the superior vena cava? What are the veins which draining into brachiocephalic? Okay? What are the veins which draining into inferior vena cava? I want you to focus on the major veins, like superior, inferior, the 2 brachiocephalic, and the 2 subclavians. Don't worry about the small ones as a next quiz, but at the final exam you'll be tested for every. But for this quiz, just focus on the major veins, the superior and inferior vena cava, the brachiocephalics, and subclavian. What are the veins which draining inside them? This is regarding the venous kit. Respiratory system. I want you to focus on the... You remember when I show you what happened to the interthoracic volume and pressure during inspiration and expiration? There are going to be a couple of questions on this part. Like I ask you in inspiration, what happened, let's say, for interthoracic pressure? Increase, decrease, or volume. Okay? Also, I want you to focus on the cartilage of the larynx, which is hyaline, which is elastic. Function of true and false of the larynx, the vocal cord and the vestibular function of both of them. Lining epithelium of the components of the respiratory system. You remember the lining epithelium of primary, secondary, tertiary, bronchioles, alveoli. Each one of them, what's the lining epithelium of each one of them? Yeah, what's that? The lining epithelium of each one of them. Lung volumes and the capacities. I don't want you to know the value. I just want you to know the definition. Like if I told you, what does it mean when we are breathing in or breathing out at normal respiratory cycle? What it is? Or forced inspiration followed by forced expiration. What it is? Just their definition. Okay? I want you to know their definition. Today, the kidney, I want you to know what's normally and what's abnormally appears in you. Simply. Like, I will give you like 3 or 4 questions. Let's say true and false. Is it normal to see protein in urine, for instance? And something like this. Or I give you 4 choices, a multiple choice question, and I give you 3 stuff that we can normally or we cannot normally see, and I want the exception of them. Okay? So you need to know what's normally and what's not normally seen in urine. And if there is something not normally seen in urine, what are the medical conditions, which I mentioned to you during the lecture here or at your book? What's the medical condition that we abnormally see in this? The last part which we had today, kidney, I want you to focus on the nephron, reabsorption and secretion, their definition. Reabsorption and secretion, their definition. And the inner layer of Bowman's capsule. And parts of the renal tubules. Parts of the renal tubules. That's it.